everybody, it's Gamalad and welcome back to Let's Play Story of Seasons Trio of Towns. In the last episode, we looked into one of Wayne's friendship events, and we did some farm work around town and went along to all three of the towns. And in this episode, we'll be, well, just continuing our day-to-day farm life and seeing what else happens as we progress in our farm life. Bit of a redundant sentence, I know. Oh, what's this about the Tailor? Pat, are you awake? Well, now I am, but, what's up? Oh, hello there. So sorry to bother you this early, dear, but I heard you renovated your house and have a closet now. Which means you now have a place to store your outfits. But I wager it's an awfully empty as of now, no? So I thought I'd stop by and explain how to make new outfits. Do you have a few minutes to spare? Well, sure, not like I have a choice. Lovely. Now then, can I ask you to come with me to Ramen's closing counter? Thank you. Alright, sure, let's see what we got here. Wow, I don't know what's wrong with my voice today. I'm drinking a lot of water, having a hard time speaking. I'm sure you must have been here before, but let me give you the tour again. This is the Ramen's closing counter, where you can have clothing and headgear made for yourself. To do so, of course, we require to pay a fee, but there's one more requirement. Oh, what's that? You'll need cloth such as this. This is white cloth that was made from wool. Here you are, all yours. Consider it a housewarming gift. So I guess we can make an outfit out of it. Get our first outfit made then, right? Even with just that much, you should still be able to make some simple work outfits. If you find yourself bored with what you're wearing the same old thing, try your hand at making something new. Oh, and remember, Ramen's isn't the only place that does tailoring. Both West Town's General Store and Lulukoko's Jack-of-all-trades shop offers similar services. Okay, good to know. Now, Pat, if you're going to be making clothes for yourself from now on, there are a few things you should know. What's that? Let me explain it to you one step at a time. First, do you have any sheep? I hear some became available recently at the West Town Animal Shop. Once you have sheep, you can periodically shear them to get wool. Oh, that's good to know. I mean, and obvious. Once you have the wool, you place it in certain flowers or ores with the color you want into a textile mill. Then out comes a bolt of dyed cloth. But a word of warning. Wow, I cannot talk today. A word of warning to you, dear. Even if you have the wool, if you don't have a textile mill, you can't weave any cloth. I believe the Jack-of-all-trades in Lukoko sells them. And as your bonds of West Town deepens, they might start selling cloth in the stores. Well, do you have a better idea of how to make cloth now? Oh yeah, makes a lot of sense now. Marvelous! I see what you did there, Marvelous. I know they really didn't, but still. Now then, there's just one more step. When you place an order for an outfit to be made, it'll usually be completed by the next business day. As we do not offer delivery services, you will have to come pick it up yourself. Well then, that's all for my explanation. I do hope to see you here again. Alright, cool, you sure will, because we need to get some new outfits for ourselves. After all, wearing the same outfit can get a bit drab. Awesome, I can start using tailoring services now. I get the feeling that there will be lots of new and different outfits for me to make soon. I assume this also means the fashion show is no more, and wow, it's a lot of money I got from that last shipment, and that, oh wow, that's a huge paycheck I just got. Yeah, so off screen, I did a lot of farm work, did a lot of mostly farming and stuff, and yeah. Also, I read your comments and realized that, yeah, I harvested the tomatoes a bit too early. In this game, as opposed to them all growing at one time, they actually grow over the course of days, so it seems like every day I don't harvest the tomatoes, a new tomato will be there for me to pick. Now, I'm not entirely sure if I have to keep watering them, but I just probably will end up watering them anyway out of force of habit, but yeah. Also off screen, I did a lot of part-time jobs. One thing I really like about the part-time jobs in this game is that, well, I'm really sorry about having to clear my throat so much, but one thing I really like about the part-time jobs in this game is that it gives you an excuse to go around in 3 different towns and interact with people. One thing I had a problem with in earlier games, well, not earlier games, but in some of the games where there's a lot of town people, I don't really have a desire to befriend all of them and give them gifts and stuff. But when I'm doing a delivery job, I'm like, well, since I'm here right now, I might as well give you something to see what you like. Sorry about that cut there, but like I was saying, with the part-time jobs, they give me a reason to go and meet more people I normally wouldn't have talked to. So yeah, that's actually what I did off screen. Like all the part-time jobs I did, I made it a keen detail to give every person I did a job for a gift. And by doing that, I actually had the town ranks go up by a nice bit, and I'm pretty sure we're actually close to seeing some more friendship events with a lot of people in town. One thing I really do love about this game is that it seems like every villager in town has a very special friendship event. And by doing some research, there are actual friendship events that take place over with multiple villagers. That's something I really like to see because in previous games, yeah, every person did have their own different events, but like in the last Story of Seasons game, I think most of those events were just meant for rivals, you know, to see the world from your rival's point of view. In this game, everyone has an event as far as I'm aware of, and most of them have 2 events, and maybe even 3 if I'm not aware of all of them, and that's actually really great because it gives the games a sense of world building that I really haven't seen in these games in quite a while. It sounds like my review, a practice part for my review, but I'm being serious. It's like, this game does have a nice amount of world building compared to previous entries in the series. And I really do enjoy that, and I should probably stop spoiling my review for this game because while I have not written a review just yet, I'm getting near the point of this game where I feel like, okay, I've played enough, and I think I can write a competent review over what I've played. The thing about these games are, while there is still a lot I haven't done, after a certain point, you get the idea of, okay, this is pretty much all I really need to see to get an idea of how I should judge this game. Because I think after, like, in a lot of these games, after the first few seasons, you pretty much know how to play the game, and not much else is going to change in terms of gameplay and story progression. Even the games that have the more deeper stories, like Tree of Tranquility, after the first season or so, things just became pretty straightforward on what you had to do, and what you see is what you normally got, and nothing, like, nothing truly changed to make the game a different experience 40 hours in. Well, no, I mean, granted, 40 hours in, I can have a much different farm of all the hard work I've done getting to it, but that's kind of a different comparison in my opinion. But that's besides the point. I'm getting very close to a very comfortable part in the game where I feel like I can write a competent review. Also, let's see my town ranks here. Okay, Lulakoko is halfway to a D rank. Town I cannot pronounce, which I feel ashamed of, it needs to get some work done on. I want to get that, to a D rank before the fall, because from what I remember reading, they actually sell sweet potatoes in the fall, or yams, whatever they're called. But those are usually your best cash crops in the fall seasons because they grow back so quickly and are worth a lot of money. Well, at least I think they are. But that's besides the point. I'm gonna go around town and just continue gifting stuff to people and see what's going on with them. So. Granted, I should probably use some part-time jobs while I gift stuff to people so I can really compound my, my standings of people, or, with the towns at least, but oh well. Hey Ford, have some mint. So, this is for me, is it? An excellent choice, you have a firm grasp on my preferences. Now, to use this as an experimental sample, or to save it for another use, that is the question. It seems your energy is infectious, for I am feeling much better now. You have my thanks. Alright, Ford, it's just mint. He really likes his mint. Granted, I guess he can make some mint tea or something. But, that's besides the point. Right now I'm just waiting for the restaurant to open so I can get something to eat. Granted, I could probably go through another town and get something to eat, but that's really, hey, what can you do? Also, one thing I've learned is that a lot of people really like, where is it? Moondrop flowers. Like, I just gave one to almost every person I ran into, and they just really like the flowers. So, I'm not gonna complain. Well, actually, I don't think I gave one to Lizette. I think I gave her a different type. Oh, she's not even working right now. Are they not open on Thursdays? Is she eating lunch? What? It just said you're in here. Lizette, are you a ghost? And it's like I completely passed her, in which case I'm blind as a bat. Yeah, she's not at her counter. Wait, where is she? Oh, now it's just me in here. Okay. Okay, they're closed today. Yeah, but it clearly said she was in here. Unless she, like, left the moment I came in? Or, oh, there she is. Well, gee, Lizette. But, yeah. I will say this now. Lizette isn't the girl I'm going to marry. I'm just trying to befriend everyone and see more of their friendship events and things like that. The girl I think I'm debating between one of two bachelorettes to marry, and I hate when that happens. So I have to boil it down to one of two. Oh well. Because when usually, like what happened in the last Story of Seasons game, I boiled it down to two, and I could never make a choice on who I actually wanted to marry. And to be sad, on a sad note in this game, I think the best girl I've met in this game you can't even marry because she's already married to this dude. Oh, Brad. Because I actually do like Brad's wife, Carrie. I think she's really cute and adorable, but oh well. So that's the first time where I think one of the better bachelorettes either you couldn't marry or already taken. Looking at you, Tree of Tranquility, not being able to marry Ellie. That always made me sad. But, yeah. I think I kind of rambled on enough for now. I think what I'm gonna do right now is just cut ahead until something else happens. So, I'll meet you guys back here momentarily. The Dense Doctor. Oh boy, this sounds like a very fun time event. If you're not hopeless when it comes to love, then who the heck is? Did I miss something here? Oh, hey guys, what's going on? What's going on here? Oh, Pat, nice timing. What can I do for you? We were just talking about how Ford is a rare breed of thick-headed man. You must have noticed too, right? Maybe? Wayne, could you please refrain from spouting such nonsense in front of Pat? I am in no way thick-headed. After all, someone who can't understand a person's heart is incapable of being a doctor. Well, he's not wrong. Oh yeah? Mind telling us about what happened one more time then? That girl who's been going to your clinic a whole lot recently. Something's happened with her, right? Oh boy. Humph. As I said before, nothing all that noteworthy happened, but she had been coming to my clinic for a while due to an injury. And just the other day, her treatment finally finished. But when I told her she wouldn't have to come in anymore, she immediately rejected the idea. Then she started saying things like, "But I want to stay by your side, Dr. Ford." Dude, that's love. You should at least hire her as a nurse. Exactly, Pat, at least you have the right of it. And what was it you said to her again? I merely told her that since her wounds had healed, there was no reason for her to come back. And that I didn't understand why'd she come if there was no point. Having someone perfectly healthy hanging around the clinic would just be a nuisance. Of course she said she understood, but then for some reason, she burst into tears as she left the clinic. But that's all that happened. Doc... Oh, is that all? Jeez, you're such a... how exactly do you see the situation then? As far as I can tell, as the young lady underwent treatment, she probably grew an interest in the medical arts. I think it's wonderful that she wants to soak in as much knowledge from me as possible, but a clinic is a place to treat illnesses and wounds. It's not that sort of place for that healthy person should be swinging by just to chat. Ford, I come by every day to bring you some medicine stuff. Do not give me that. Ford, you're dense. Sheesh, no matter how many times I hear the story, it still blows me away. That poor girl. I hate to say it, Doc, but I don't think you're ever gonna land yourself a girlfriend at this rate. Nobody asked for your opinion, you know. Saving those in pain from their illnesses is my reason for living. I have no time for other such trivialities. Alright, Edgeworth. Alright, Edgeworth. You could have at least hired her as a nurse. I mean, I get what you're saying, but... How about you, Pat? What do you make of all this? Do you think Ford's reaction was too cold? I mean... I can't say he's not interested in romance because I don't know Ford's personal life. As a doctor, I guess that would be his logical response. He has a job to do. But you know, Ford, you could have at the very least, hired her on as a nurse. Come on, dude. Okay. What? Are you being serious with me right now, Pat? I just said, I don't know his personal life that well. I can't just blatantly say, oh, he's just not into romance. You think so too, hmm? Absolutely. I'm glad you came. If not for you, these people would have continued to unfairly label me as a boneheaded man. I mean, they're not wrong. Anywho, now that I'm feeling better, I must excuse myself. My next appointment is coming soon. Oh, Ford. You dense man. Man, this is just depressing now. Pat, could it be you're just actually as dense as Ford? Huh? What they said earlier is just them what they said earlier was just them sympathizing with Ford, right, Pat? Yeah, that was pretty much it. I didn't want to hurt Ford's feelings. Oh, I get you, so that's what that was. Thank goodness, we only needed one bonehead when it comes to romance. You know, he kept going on and on about how he wasn't a bonehead, but methinks the Dr. doth protest too much. He's so dense that it's actually kind of refreshing. I guess you could say it's part of his charm. Well, you know, hey, funnily enough, Ford's actually pretty popular with the ladies despite how he might act. They don't go crazy over him like they do with Wayne, but girls who'll just come out and proclaim their love for him do appear every now and again. I've seen it happen before. According to Carrie, they call him the Crystal King. Huh, interesting. But the guy is clueless when it comes to how women think. I just don't get why they're so crazy about him. Really? I think I can kind of get why Ford's so popular with the ladies. If someone who's normally aloof and doesn't smile a whole lot smiles only at you, there's something really special and heart-racing about that. Don't you think, Pat? Yeah, I kind of inclined to agree. Oh, I guess that makes sense. But it doesn't matter how popular with the ladies he is, as long as he's so dense he's never gonna get a girlfriend. Haha, no doubt. If there is a woman out there who can handle Ford, they've either gotta be more thick-headed than him, or they gotta be somebody who can understand Ford's awkward attempts at kindness. Oh, so he's Jotaro. Nice to know. So yeah, that was one of Ford's friendship events. That was pretty cool. Like I was saying earlier, I really do love these friendship events. They add an entire new layer to the game, and they're incredibly well written as well. That entire encounter was just like really fun to read and fun to go through. And I really do hope that future installments include more of that, and even more of those as you befriend more villagers and towns. I think that's why I love going around these different towns and gifting stuff to people, because I want to see these events. I want to get to know their characters better. And the fact that almost everyone in the game has their own type of backstory, it's almost like a Trails of kind of way too. Well, probably not in the same depth, but it's still there. But I think it's going to call an episode for that. So next time on Let's Play Story of Seasons Trio of Towns, we'll be going forward to hopefully finishing these farming tips. While I'm off screen, I may go about getting the materials needed to build a second barn so I can buy a second cow, because with how our crops are coming in, money should be no issue actually just to go out and outright buy the materials. But if you enjoyed this episode, be sure to leave a comment down in the comment section below. Let me know what you guys think of the series so far. I'll do my best to reply to them in a timely manner. And if you're new to this channel, hey, be sure to subscribe for future Let's Plays, episodes, and more, because we'll have a lot of fun here together. And if you haven't done so already, be sure to check out the other episodes in this Let's Play. And as always, everyone, this is Gamalad, signing off.